So I'm like, cool. I start to take off when it says proceed. Another truck flies by me on my left side. Hey y'all, what's up? What's up? Got a new camera, so trying to figure this thing out. But anyway, topic of video. Topic of video. I got pulled over by DOT just a few days ago. And I'm so pissed. So here's the thing. I go back and forth through Iowa all the time. And so typically it always says bypass. Typically it is closed. Most times it's closed. So that's good. That's good. A few times it's been open. It still says bypass because, you know, we got that reader. This time I go ahead. I'm driving. Well, I'm trying to figure out how to start the story. But some way I don't get a bypass. It says pull into wait station unless closed. I'm like, cool, hopefully it's closed. It's closed. But I forgot I was a little bit earlier on my route than I usually am. So I go through to pull through, and so I see it and it says, you know, pull in. It's open. I was like, God damn, you know. So I'm like, but no big deal. Usually when I pull through the scales, because I pulled through one before through Nebraska and I was good. So I was like, I'm typically not overweight. So this is gonna be good. I ain't got nothing to worry about. So I go ahead and I slow down and I'll pull onto the scale. And then it gives me the red light to stop. I was like, okay, so it says stop. Then it goes to the yellow light saying that's weighing. Okay, cool, it's weighing. Then it goes to the green light, green arrow, proceed. So I'm like, cool. I start to take off when it says proceed. Another truck flies by me on my left side. And he heads on down the road. I'm like, was he supposed to do that? I'm like, oh, okay, that ain't my problem. So I go ahead and start driving off. I look in my mirror and I see a DOT officer. He getting in his car and he's about to pursue him. I'm like, okay, if he about to pursue them, I'm about to just get out of the way. So I go ahead and start moving over. And he's driving, and then he pulls behind me. I'm like, why is he pulling behind me? I didn't do anything. It gave me the arrow to go. I'm good. Why is he pulling me? So I'm like, are you serious? So I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay. Waiting for him to walk up to the window. And he's like, were you paying attention to the signs or something like that? I was like, yeah, I got the message to go. He was like, no, you weren't paying attention to the signs. I was like, the other driver just drove by. I said, the other driver just drove by. Yeah, when he walked into my window, I said, the other driver just drove by. I'm like, why? Literally, I'm saying, why the fuck are you pulling me over? I'm like, the other driver just drove by. He was like, you weren't paying attention to the signs. I was like, what? I was like, it gave me the green arrow to go. He was like, let me see your logs. I'm like, okay. I'm irritated and frustrated, so I'm like trying to tap on. I'm just really irritated. I'm not really even thinking about what I'm tapping on. I'm like tapping on something to try to get to the damn logs. He was like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm trying to get to my logs. He was like, do you have your bill of lading? I said, yeah. He said, do y'all have electronic? Do y'all have paper? I said, I think we have electronic. I'm just talking. I said, I think we have. He was like, you either do or you don't. I said, we do have electronic. I'm trying to get to it. And I'm like he was like, well, let's just make this easy. Let's just give me your driver's license. And what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you drive down to the next exit and then turn around and don't come to this exit over here, but go to the one behind it. Cause the other exit was like a rest area. So it was kind of obvious. Don't go over there. Duh. So he's like, don't go to that one. Just come back and go to the other exit, come back down there to reweigh. I'm like, okay. He's like, you shouldn't get pulled over between there and here. Okay. Mind you, I'm really fucking mad because I'm like, I don't understand why you're pulling me over. I don't understand that. I don't get why you're pulling me over when another driver that pulled onto didn't even pull on skill, they just blew by me. You decide you should get in your car and come get me. I literally think that they didn't see who actually did it. Honestly, I don't think they actually was paying attention to who did that, and I'm the one that got caught up in the bullshit. So I go drive down, get off the exit, turn back around, come back through. I come back through and I pull onto the scale. Now, usually when I pull onto the scale, I just pull on until, it gives me a signal or something that I'm on the scale properly, which it did the first time I came through. So this time I pull on and there's like the lines and stuff. Even he said the lines and stuff are faded, so you can't really see exactly where the scale is. But you know how you can see where the different little plates are in the area. You just pull on to that because that's where that's pretty much where the scale is. So I pull on to it the best I could because I really couldn't see, and when you mad, you really ain't thinking clearly because you mad. So I just pull on there and I'm just like, and then again he gives me the arrow to pull over and park. I'm like, are you motherfucker? Okay. So I pull over to park. Some other guy was there. He comes, some other truck driver, I guess he got inspected, weigh issues, whatever his situation was. He finally comes out getting his truck. He drives off. Then the DOT officer comes and walks up to my window. And he's like, let me see. Well, what did he say? He was like, oh, let me, well, he just did a quick inspection, which is good. I guess I got to say that at least that. I didn't have to do a full inspection with him. So he's like, when I point to this way, do your signal. When I point to this, do your signals, do your brakes, all that stuff. Turn on your lights, all that stuff. I'm like, okay, cool. I mean, I know you already saw my lights was working when I pulled up, but whatever. But, so I do all the little signals, do the lights. He's checking the tires. He's looking under to see what the brakes are looking like. And then he had me open my door. And this annoying fire extinguisher I have in my door, I keep latching it down. It keeps popping loose. I keep trying to latch it down. It keeps popping loose. Like, it's just this ongoing ridiculousness. So he's like, he writes me a ticket or a warning. He says he's going to give me a warning about the fire extinguisher. I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm doing my best with the fire extinguisher. So he says he's going to give me a warning for that. I didn't have my updated registration sticker. And then, of course, give me a ticket for being supposedly overweight. He said I was over, I don't think so, but whatever. He said I was over like, what did he say? Like 1,300 pounds over. And he said anything over 1,000 pounds, you get a citation for. So he said I was 1,300 pounds over. I'm like, okay. Then he has me come inside and have me showing my logs, having him showing my electronic bill of lading. And he was like, oh yeah, so just move your tandems, move your holes about 2 or 3 spots and you should be good. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So he writes me my ticket. I go ahead and take the ticket. I'll go ahead and walk out the door. He's like, yeah, move the tandems over, whatever. So I'm getting all my stuff together. I'm just like, I'm still fuming mad, but I'm trying to keep myself together because you don't want to get smart with them. Don't be getting smart with officers because that means a bigger problem. So I'm still fuming mad, and I'm getting my stuff together. I'm just, I don't know. I'm just like, let me just get the fuck out of here and go back around here. So I put all my stuff up. I drive back around to get back on the scale, and he gives me the green arrow to go. I go and drive down the road. Once I notice what I didn't say. I actually have forgotten to move my hose. I just got back in my truck. I was mad, and I just got back in my truck, got myself together, and drove back around the scale, completely forgetting to move my tandems. And he gives me the green arrow to go. So I think that means what it meant the first time. I wasn't overweight. Now, what I should have did, I was just trying to get to my destination. But what I should have did once I left there, I should have went to a truck stop or something and ran through their scale. Excuse me, ran through their scale and seen if I was actually overweight or not on my trailer. He said I was overweight on my trailer. And I wasn't at max weight anyway, because my total weight was only like 35,000 pounds on my. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. So yeah, I was overweight on my trailer anyway. Scratch that. But that whole thing was just need to say the whole situation was sketchy as hell. I really feel like I got a ticket by default, because why would, I'm still trying to figure out in what situation is somebody else able to run through the scale when I'm on the scale, run past the scale. There was no scale on this side where that truck ran through. There was no scale there. And if you got signal to pull in, why would you get to just, because I know there are some scale situations where some people get a bypass and some people have to pull in and weigh. That particular weigh station is not set up like that. There's only one signal for one scale. So unless somebody was behind my truck waving that other driver to go ahead and go, I don't see how they was able to just bypass me and get on back on the highway. I don't know, y'all. Let me just say, this stuff is, it feels like it is way too much of a headache for what you get paid. Like, really, the lifestyle, the stupid shit you gotta go through, back and forth with your company over different things. And it's not just a particular company, so there's no point in me getting on and talking about some, Snyder, this and this and that, because it's trucking. It's just the industry, period. You go back and forth about pay, different little home time situations, just whatever. And that's with I feel like that's with every company. So there's no point of company hopping. It just really ain't. And it's just, and then the lifestyle, and then how you get a ticket, you pay it. You got to pay for that. So it just seems like it's way too much for the pennies that we get, because my lifestyle has not upgraded. So I think this is why I think back when the whole COVID thing was out, and a lot of places were desperate to just get people butts in seats, to get the job done. People was paying more, and the situation was different. And so at the time, you could brag and be like, look, I got bands on bands, whatever. People be like, I got bands on bands. I'm out here making, I got the money going. But now I'm barely making, it's not even, I actually am making more money than I was before. But because everything else is so flipping high, it's like I'm not. It's like I'm making the same amount of money. Like, it's not that different. I don't know if that's very irritating. I'm so to the point that I'm not even irritated about it anymore. I'm so at the point with life in general, right now. I'll just be like, whatever. Just literally, just whatever's gonna happen is going. I'm like so done with trying to do things a certain way, and just, it's like whatever. I'm so just done with trying to live in a certain type of box, in a certain path. It's just like, I just live, honey. I just live. I get up, I do what I'm supposed to do. I try to do right by people. I try to be kind to other people. I have goals and aspirations, but I don't make a big deal out of it no more. I just be like, literally like whatever. So yeah, that situation, I can't help but to get over feeling like I completely got on that. So, but anyway, it is what it is. Y'all have a great day. Bye.